Marcel, what was your feeling when we went 1-0 down quite early?
I was just really disappointed we conceded so early because we've been focusing on the timers that we can see goals, and we just felt like we need a little bit sloppy and we didn't switch on quick enough, to deal with their movement. And particularly the cross from the right side, so from my left and their right, that went through, and they did the same thing from the same ball from our right to their left, and then obviously they eventually scored. So I was quite disappointed that we started being switched off like that.
And then, other than us hitting the post through Liam Gillis, we probably didn't work their goalkeeper enough in the first half, and perhaps the punishment is that Glebe actually did take their chances and went 3-0 up at half time. So what did you say to the guys at half time?
Well, first of all, I remember being in a similar situation when we played Chatham here, and we went in 2-0 down, and we actually deserved to go 2-0 down against Chatham because we just didn't play at all in that half. I felt that in the first half we weren't exactly a side that should be losing 3-0. We were just a little bit sloppy at the back, and the opposition, credit the opposition, their pattern of movements on the ball, particularly in the break, and the way they work out when players go inside, it was just brilliant. And that combined with us being sloppy, so that's the reason why we conceded 3 goals. But going forward, I felt that we had 2 clear chances for penalty, and one of them I definitely thought was a penalty. 2 occasions where the ball just fell in the right place, but none of our players were there. Definitely weren't worthy of going down 3-0. So then obviously when we took that into the changing room, we fixed. The first thing we focused on just managing the emotions. It was quite a high emotional break, considering we're 3-0 down. So we looked at focusing the emotions. Then we're looking to establish leadership in the team, and then we set targets of 10 minutes for the second half. 10 minutes in this, 10 minutes and so on, and we managed to achieve those 10-minute targets.
And then the goal came in the 52nd minute. Hudson put a great ball across the goal mouth, and Gillis is here first time into the net. At 3-1, did you sense that, okay, we've got that momentum going, the lads are on a high and we can get something from this?
Yeah, one thing that I've learned working, I've been in the club for 3 years now, and the sides that we've put up for the last 3 years, I've learned to always, stay optimistic, because we do have a cohesive working spirit with us. And one of the reasons why we train for 3 years, twice a week, is to develop that sort of resilience and grits. And when things don't go your way, it's about the character, and I thought that we did that very well. We didn't do a lot of adjustment tactically, we just focused on individually within the same tactics, and I thought that second half, same tactics, same way of playing, but as an individual within that tactics, I thought we were better.
At 3-2, you made the substitutions. Mm-hmm. Jack went off, Hagan come out wide, and Jeff went in the middle. Was that just tired legs, or was it maybe a little bit more pace, or just to change things up a bit?
It was a combination of factors. So obviously there are times where we were looking at getting more balls into the box, so that's when Hagan comes in. In terms of Jack, Jack's been off for quite some time now, I think for about a month, and he played 90 minutes on Tuesday, and we just felt that was the right time, when we took him off. The reason why we went with Jefferson up there, because we felt that Jefferson can give us both, in terms of aerial and holding the ball, because he's strong, but he's also quick to run in behind. And I felt they proved right, because he went on to score a header from the corner.
And then 3-3, the game's closing up, Hudson gets hauled down. From your view, where you was watching the game, was that a penalty?
The best thing about football is it's all about performance. The performance as coaches, performance as management, performance as players, and performance as referees. So you have to combine all of these, have an effect in terms of the overall result. And I felt that I've left that pitch devastated. We should have won that game. And that's not me being disrespectful to the opposition, because I think opposition going forward are an outstanding force. It's a real credit to how good they are in terms of when they're in possession. But I felt devastated to leave that pitch with a draw today. We should have won that game based on the chance that we created, but also in some of the decisions that should have gone our way. And that last one, I can't justify why that wasn't a penalty. It's just, for me, there's no justification why that wasn't a penalty. It's so disappointing, but here we are. Yeah.
So now we've got another break off from the league. As we've seen in previous months, we've got this League Cup.
Yeah.
So for Tuesday and Saturday, are we maybe going to see a little bit of rotation?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, obviously we'll know better when we have the discussion, but there will be a form of rotation. That's the reason why we've got a big squad. Each individual in the squad is good enough to start in any form of side that we start out. And you know, we've got some tired legs. We only made one change today. A lot of the boys that played today also played 19 at Lordswood on Tuesday. So yeah, there'll be some rotation around, but at no stage within the rotation system do we think that we're a weaker side.
And then finally, like I say, we have this League Cup. Do you think that, given what we've had the last couple of seasons, where the season's been cut short, that maybe we should have had half the league programme done by now?
I mean, I understand it from a league's perspective. If you play too many league games at the beginning of a season, obviously you get adrift in the table, and then I can imagine quite a lot of teams will lose interest, so that the more you leave the games towards the end, the more competitive the league remains. And I get it from that perspective, but considering the scenario we're in, from my perspective, and each club's got their own view into it, from my perspective, the priority is the league. And I do feel that we need to finish the league, and personally I would have preferred to have postponed all the cups and just focused on the league, and then bring the cups in if the timing allows us to do so. It would be very disappointing, and I hope we don't reach that stage, but if we were to reach a stage where we have to stop the league, and when you look back, you know, we've played 20 weeks now. 20 weeks, that was our 16th league game. I would have expected to have played more league games by now.
Brilliant. Thanks, Marcel.
Thank you.